Going to tell about the All-Kazakh Congress in December 1917, the formation of the Alash Orda government, chaired by Bokeikhanov. In the second half of the 19th century, all Kazakh lands were now under the control of the Russian Empire. The former peasants were given a lot of land, exempted from taxes, and they had a status much higher than that of the Kazakhs. There were less and less places for pumping, the rights of the Kazakh also became less and less, and at such time the future Kazakh intelligence was born. After the subjugation of the land, the empire decided to give modern knowledge to some Kazakhs. This was done so that they would represent the interests of the empire for the common people, but instead of repressing the interests of the king, they represented the interests of their people. At the beginning of the 20th century, the Russian Empire was losing in the First World War. This led to many problems within the empire. During this, a revolution takes place in Russia, and the Tsar is removed from power. A provisional government is being created in Russia, the deputies of the State Duma. In the future, the Whites and the Union of Petrograd Workers, in the future the Reds. This was in February 1970. Kazakh intelligentsia was welcomed the revolution with joy. 1970, in Orenburg, the first All-Kazakh Congress takes place, where a dedication is made to create a party and it will be called Alash, the main recruitments of the Alash Orda party. Kazakhs should have their own secondary and higher educational institutions. All lands must be returned to the Kazakhs. Courts must be conducted in the Kazakh language. Freedom of religion. Russia should be a federal state where each state is governmented itself on equal terms. According to the plan, it was supposed to achieve equality in the self-government of all countries and possibly achieve independence in the future. But then a civil war taking place in Russia. The second All-Kazakh Congress taking place where the Alash autonomy is announced, headed by Bokeikhanov. The Alash horde negotiated in both directions, but they leaned more towards the Whites and supported them in the civil war. But the Reds wanted this, and the Alash horde was forced to accept the power of the Soviets. This is what happened after the recognition of Soviet power. They ensured that our lands remained ours, that is, they preserved the historical Kazakh lands. Many books have been translated in Kazakh language. The party helped the starving and did a lot more for the people. In the 1930s, party members were replaced. Thanks for your attention. Goodbye.